Sunnyside Academics, bringing you refreshers guides, both for students and professionals. The topic of the day: some disorders related to proteins and treatments. In our previous lesson that was on dietary protein absorption, we discussed breakdown or digestion of protein in the digestive system. We discussed that proteins from our food are broken down into single unit amino acids before reaching circulation for processing by the hepatic system. So, a protein or polypeptide is made up of amino acids held that are together by peptide bonds. The resulting polypeptide chain is then folded into a protein structure that is specific for a particular function or functions. Proteins are synthesized based on specific coding made by DNA. The human body has over 100,000 different proteins having many different functions. In subsequent lessons, we shall be looking at synthesis of non-essential amino acids and protein synthesis. Each protein or peptide in the body is coded to have a specific amino acid sequence and folded to a protein structure for special functions. Protein structure can either be primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary. Today's topic focuses on disorders associated with protein and their therapeutics. To give us a background of today's topic, proteins contribute virtually in all functions of the human system. They form major constituents of the muscles or cells and play roles in regulating immune system, regulating chemical reactions, gene expressions, and other aspects of human physiology. Protein functions are obviously imperative in the human system, keeping it intact and keeping one healthy. Examples of proteins in the body are 1. Enzymes catalyzing reactions, for example, protein kinases, phosphatases, and HMG-CoA reductase, etc. 2. Cytokines, signaling proteins that help control inflammation, for example, interleukins and interferons, etc. 3. Hormones regulating biological processes, for example, cholecystokinin, adrenocorticotropic, and calcitonin, etc. 4. Plasma proteins, such as immunoglobulin, that help fight against infection, and albumin that helps drugs, enzymes, vitamins, and other substances circulate throughout the body, and so on and so forth. Imbalance of blood plasma protein level can manifest as hypoproteinemia or hyperproteinemia. Hypoproteinemia, which is low blood plasma protein, can result from a number of conditions like malnutrition or intestinal malabsorption of dietary protein, and which can be due to enteropathy. Sometimes hypoproteinemia can also result due to excessive loss of plasma protein into urine, among other causes. Protein deficiency associated syndromes such as kwashiorkor and marasmus are prevalent in poor third world countries. Hyperproteinemia, which is high blood plasma protein, can serve as a diagnostic measure. High blood protein level can be a result of an underlying cause. For instance, intravenous administration of immunoglobulin or monoclonal gammopathies are some causes of hyperproteinemia. Protein disorders are mostly based on mutations during protein synthesis. Protein mutations can lead to abnormal protein function that can be disruptive to cells, tissues, or organs. This can give rise to diseases some of which can be Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Huntington's, dementia, and so on. Treatments in any of the mentioned diseases are currently symptomatic and without therapeutically responding to the underlying cause of the disease. For example, fluoxetine has shown to be a drug that is responsive to depression and irritability in Huntington's disease, but has no effect on underlying cause of the disease. Same is carbamazepine, which is a drug that has also been known to be an effective therapy against depression in Huntington's disease. We can also look at treatment in Parkinson's disease. It is believed that primary deficit in the disease is the loss of neurons that give dopaminergic innervation to the striatum, or low dopamine concentrations, suggesting that replacement of dopamine could restore functions. 2. These studies of dopamine deficiency in Parkinson's disease. Levodopa is a drug for dopamine. Replacement is therefore administered in Parkinson's disease. However, levodopa does not therapeutically respond to the underlying cause of the disease. Protein degradation and disorders that may occur in protein synthesis remains a complex and complicated area of medical research. Thank you all. Look out for a video on non-essential amino acid synthesis and protein synthesis. This is Sunnyside Academics.